Hey guys, just want to show you one of my keyboards. The one I got here is Winkeyless, South Korean custom boards. Winkeyless does the full acrylic cases, as I know a lot of you are probably aware of. This one has the carbon SA keycap set designed by Toombury. Bought off Mass Drop, just arrived a couple weeks ago. Really digging the set. It has an interesting feel to it because I notice all the key kits kind of feel different. Like when you kind of like just touch the keys, they all feel a little bit different when you're typing. This one has purple 62 gram Zealios on it. If you can see that, let me just check. Yeah, you can probably kind of see it. Yeah, so 62 gram tactile purple stem Zealios. There's definitely I'll talk a little bit about the SA Keycap set for those of you guys that are not too aware of it. The SA Keycap set's significantly higher than your standard key set, standard keys. It's hard to show, but you can. I got some regular keys here to kind of compare. Maybe compare row 1. So you can sort of see the difference there for OEM. That top ridge on the side is significantly higher, and that's kind of what I would say is one of the things you'd notice maybe when you're using it, is when you're reaching past this number row, it's sort of hard to reach the F row sometimes. I find, like, because of this high curve here, you almost don't want to go up there. That's why I think some of the keycap sets actually forego this. They think they only use this top row for up here. So there are a few variations on the way that they do this, the row numbering for different keycap sets. But generally pretty good keycap set. The keys are heavier. I do find that, like, they actually feel lighter than other 62 gram sets I've had, like Ergo Clears and things like that. But let's get to the board here. I assembled it, obviously, because there's Zealios on it. Fully programmable RGB LEDs. See how well you can see those from here. Take a better look at them from here. You can see them changing. 2 rows of them. And they're, as you can see them changing there. It's a white PCB. Soldered all myself, except for the controller. There's a lot of work actually soldering all the SMD diodes and resistors for the LEDs. I don't know if I'd do it again, simply because it took a couple hours. I think my time is probably worth a little bit more. I don't know if I like soldering little SMD components that much. But down to the typing here, I mean, it feels fantastic with the Zealios. There's not a lot of flex in these boards. There's a little bit, but it's not too much. I can see the board moving when I push down in the center a little bit. It's a little bit, but generally speaking, I feel that the stiffness and rigidity of these double acrylic plates, very similar to, say, like to even a steel plate. I wouldn't say that. I know that I've heard a lot of people say that the acrylic plates have as much give as, like, say, an aluminum plate, but I think it has a lot to do with the construction of the board as well. Not necessarily what the plate material is going to determine how rigid the board is, because I have quite a few boards, and I'm going to be shooting a few sort of looks at all the different boards and comparing them. What I could do is, I'll show you, for example, this Philco here. This is MX Reds, Cherry MX Reds, Zealio, so they're different, but I mean, the Philco certainly feels more rigid. I mean, it's got a stainless steel plate. This one has the 2 pieces of acrylic. It's not 1 piece of acrylic. So if you've ever put together Winkeyless or other acrylic boards, I think most of them use this 2 layers acrylic so that there's actually no space between the PCB and the top of the and the plate. So you stack 2 pieces of acrylic, and then the PCB essentially sits flush against the acrylics. So it's like it's very rigid, very solid construction. So that's just something to be aware of. So you can kind of program the backlit LEDs, as you can see, to different features: fading, breathing. It's breathing there. You can have it reactive so whenever you type it gets a little bit brighter. I don't know if you can even see that very well from there. Yeah, you probably can't even see that very well, but yeah, different features for the LEDs underneath as well. You can change them different colors, have it cycle through them, things like that. So yeah, overall a fantastic board, very easy to put together. Very easy to, I'll just drop my watch, we'll put that there. Yeah, very easy to assemble. I would say it's definitely, especially if you have all the SMD components assembled for you, it's an easy project to take on. I've done quite a bit of soldering in my time, so it's not, I would say that it's not difficult for me, but I think even for somebody who's relatively inclined, it's relatively sort of proficient in sort of, you know, handy sort of stuff, that you wouldn't have too much difficulty doing that. If you're the kind of guy that likes to swap out keycaps and do things like that anyway, it's probably very natural for you to take up soldering. It's not hard. So yeah, just wanted you guys to take a look at this Winkeyless. This is, oh, I should mention that this is the recently Winkeyless is said that his supplier for these acrylic housings is not doing his orders anymore because they're too busy. But so I don't know if they're going to have these anymore. But this is the original acrylic. He's got a diffuser style, which has some milling on the inside. This is not that style. This is the original one. I kind of like this one better. I wanted something that was completely clear, transparent, and that's what I was able to get. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the matching number pad because now they're gone. I hope he brings back these cases so that I can get a matching numpad for this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this quick look over here at the Winkeyless B.87 board.